Hi YouTube, welcome to another episode of All Things Primes Tiger 1200 Steering Head Bearing Replacement Part 5, I believe. Now, just a handy tip to fit your new bearing race to the triple tree. Remember, you have to put the seal on first, and you can see it down there. Then you have to put the lower race onto this, on top of that dust seal. But bear in mind, once you knock it down to this point, it's quite stiff and resistant. So how do you get this part to fit nice and snugly without doing any damage? Well, one thing I would suggest is that you get a washer which fits pretty snugly on that stem and rests on the upper surface of this bearing race only. You don't want to damage this part here at all. So once you've got that washer on top there with an inner diameter of 30 millimeters, you can use a long bar. So this is a steel tube which will fit over the triple tree and rest on that washer and distribute the force evenly and not cockeyed. Then take a 2, 3, 4 pound hammer and just whack it. You need this to be on a hard surface, of course, to not absorb the impact and allow the energy to be transmitted to the bearing race. Just whack it in a radial fashion, evenly down, and it actually works pretty well. What I've noticed is that it didn't do any damage to the actual race, which is good. I hope you can see that. So it has to fit quite snugly onto the shaft. Yeah, that's how one way it can work. What I'd also recommend you do is put the triple tree into your freezer and heat up the bearing race a little bit as well, so that one is contracted and one is expanded, and it'll just ease the fitting process. I also put a bit of WD-40 on the shaft just to make it work a bit more easily. Yeah, it wasn't too bad actually. It was just a matter of having the right hammer and protecting this race, and it feels fine to me. I don't feel any damage to the race itself, which is what you want. So yeah, that's just one way. If you have a big press, it'll obviously be a much easier way of doing it, but that's for the bush mechanic at home. This is probably a cheaper way of doing it yourself. Well, good luck with your job. See you in the next episode. Bye.